Hi there, in this video I'm going to give you 5 really great breathing exercises that you can use to improve your singing. Now, I've been singing for a really long time, since 1999, and as a voice coach and singer, I've been asked by many people, in fact it's one of the most common things that I'm ever asked about is breath control. Now, an important thing to remember about breath control is that it's not only about holding long notes, it's also about phrasing and punctuation. You may or may not have heard of a song called Lovely Day by the amazing Bill Withers, and in that song he holds one of the longest held ever recorded notes, and that's for 18 seconds. A lovely day. Whew. Okay, so there was quite a bit of wavering there. And I did hold it. Right, but that is a standard song that people try to hold a note to, right? And I know there was a TikTok challenge a couple of years ago about holding this note. I don't know what it was. I'm not on TikTok. I have been asked about it at the time, but it wasn't really relevant to me. So if we take the rest of that song, we need to use breath control for phrasing. When I wake up in the morning, love, I've changed the key. And the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without wanting love bears heavy on my mind. So if we were to sing, when I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without wanting love bears heavy on my mind, then I look at you. I mean, it drags the song, it makes it boring. Not only that, it also takes away the impact when he does hold that really long note at the end of the song. So we have to be very thoughtful about where we're taking breaths and how we're using breath control when we're singing songs. So I'm going to start with something that I give to all of my singers. Imagine that you've got some coloured air coming out, and you want it to be a nice straight line, and we're going to hiss. Now, I've always imagined that I had pink glitter coming out. I don't know why, but pink glitter is what came to my mind during my first lesson, and it's always the thing that I visualise. For you, it might be something different. So when you hiss, so like this, you want to imagine that coloured air or coloured smoke or colour is in a straight line. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you may find that the hissing is a little bit disjointed, and if there were smoke or a colour coming out, it would come out in like puffs. So it might sound like this. Now that's absolutely fine, because remember, like everything else, this takes practice. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4 and we're going to hiss for a count of 8. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. Here we go. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. So you actually breathe in for when I'm counting to 4. So so it would look like this. And breathe in. And at the end, make sure you blow it all out so that you can take a breath again. So let's do it together. The real deal. Here we go. Getting ready, and breathe in, and stop, blow it out. So you could practice that over and over again until the breath becomes straight and stable. The next exercise I'm going to show you is moving on. So once you've got the hissing nice and stable, we can move on to a sound. We're just going to use the sound and we can start here. I'm going to start here. You can start on any note. You don't need to be influenced by me. So if you are influenced by me and that's the note that you use, that's absolutely fine. You can take it the octave down if you need to, or the octave up if you need to, or again, just use any note on any pitch. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4 and we're going to hum for a count of 8. So getting ready and breathe in and again, you can repeat that and do this daily for a few minutes to build up your breath control and to build up your stamina. Now, the next exercise I'm going to show you it's called a snatch breath. And what that means is it's a very quick breath, like the type of breath, the breathing that we use in singing. So you don't always have a long time. You usually have a lot longer to breathe within songs than we believe, but you don't always have like 4 beats, for example. And you probably wouldn't want to breathe in for 4 beats anyway. That's good for the exercise, not so good when you come into a song. So we're going to hum a sound and for a count of 8, and then we're going to take a quick breath and hum for a count of 8 again. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. So getting ready and again, you could repeat that. You could repeat that for as long as you can. Don't pass out. As long as you can without getting lightheaded. Probably do it maybe 2-3 times to start off. Build up to maybe 4. And then with these exercises, what you can do is build up from 8 beats to 12 beats. You want to make sure that they're stable beats. You can download a metronome if you don't have one. I have a metronome app on my phone. A metronome is something that musicians use to keep the time when they're practicing. Okay, now if you are enjoying this and you're serious about singing, I do have a deeper dive into breath control, breathing exercises in my free 5-day singing course. You can find that either in the pinned comment or in the description. All you need to do is click the link there, pop your details in, and I'll send that directly to your inbox. Okay, so moving on. We're now going to open the sound up to an O. Or, so actually, we're now going to open the sound up to or. This is an open enough vowel that it's challenging, but it's also not as open as R. It's actually a bit more focused, so it's easier to control. So let's do the same thing there. Let's get ready. We'll breathe in a snatch breath like we just did, and then we're going to sound or for a count of 8. So here we go. Getting ready. And now please only move on to the open sound, the vowel, the or that we've just done, when you're confident that you can hiss stably and you can hum stably. Stably, is that a word? It is stable, yeah. You know what I mean. Then, when you're confident that you can sing or and keep it nice and stable, you can open up to ah. Ah. So, here we go, getting ready. And If you haven't noticed, that means stop. That's what choir conductors use, choir leaders use. artists when they want the singers to stop. So now that you know all of those different types of exercises, once you're confident that you can hold the notes for 8 beats, move on to 12, 16, 20, and so on. But start with the hiss. Remember that colour, or that coloured smoke, or the colour, and I still do this after 25 years of singing. I still do it, and it does help. You might need something else to help you to other than visualization. Maybe you want to just think of the numbers, or you might want to find a point on the wall or somewhere in the room that you want to focus the sound towards. Oh, before I forget, I've got a very exciting workshop coming up, masterclass actually. So I've got a free songwriting masterclass. So if you're interested in songwriting, or you're an aspiring songwriter, or you're someone who has been writing but you get frustrated and confused about how to arrange your songs, or you've got writer's block and you want to know how to undo writer's block and get writing again, get creative again, this is for you. All you need to do is go to the link. I'm going to put it in the pinned comment actually. Go to the link there, just pop your details in. It's a free masterclass. We're going to spend quite a bit of time together. I'm going to share with you the methods and strategies and some quick tips that can help you to, as I say, undo writer's block, get started with a brand new song, even if you've never written a song before. And if you're someone who has been writing for a while, you might pick up some new tips there as well. So I look forward to seeing you there. I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!